And I'm back. And now I will start off the little Castlevania blog with a game that isn't a Castlevania game and also isn't a retro game. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Something is wrong. This is Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. It came out 2 years ago. 2018. 2.5 years ago, rather. As a stretch goal of the Ritual of the Night Kickstarter, and I usually call it a spiritual successor to Castlevania 3. No, I will not do 4 loops of Ghosts and Goblins. Come on, enemy. No. I definitely did not know that yet. I can't even beat the 3rd loop. Too hard for me. Alright, so I will be playing Nightmare Mode. Nightmare Mode has a few differences compared to normal mode, which you would play at first. Oh, torch only is fine. Oh yeah, I don't mind that. Torch is a good weapon. So, like I was saying, Nightmare Mode, bosses have a little bit more health and slightly different attacks. Doesn't really matter that much for the run. There's a completely different final stage, stage 9, with a different final boss. And it's a really good stage in my opinion. But the biggest difference is in normal mode you would start with Zangetsu, the main character, and then you can recruit the other 3 characters, one after each of the first 3 stages. In Nightmare mode you don't have Zangetsu at all, but you start with all 3 other characters, and that makes a huge difference, as you will soon see.
Can I make a little interruption?
Oh, of course.
We've got a $5 donation from Drumboard is saying, helping kids? Yeah, okay. I can make that happen. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Every donation is very much appreciated. Always great to see a good cause like this. So, I think I explained enough, so let's just go into it. Alright, so we have Miriam, who has a higher jump. She has her long range whip attack. She can slide. Slide unfortunately is slower than walking, so I don't use it very much. And she has a few really good sub-weapons. We'll see 2 of those. Then we have Alfred. Alfred is just the best. Some just think he's an old man, but he's really just the best character. That's all I can say. His sub-weapons are really, really good. Then we have G-Bell, who's basically Alucard, so he can turn into a bat. And with that we just go to the boss now. Take this shortcut here. Pretty simple way to the boss. And yeah, wait, the boss already? Wasn't too... well, it was a pretty short stage. Like, pretty much the same size as stage 1 in Panic Restaurant, I wanna say. Seems a bit weird, but that's okay. First boss here. Well, we just put some sickles there. Attack him a little bit. And then he's also dead. I mean, I don't know. Seems a bit weak to me. But what can you do? Pretty simple stage, right? Alright, so what actually kinda happened is maybe a little bit of the stuff was not quite intended. I know that's a surprise, but so you can really easily do zips and fall through the floor into the room below by just freezing an enemy, then going into it and transforming back from bat form into human, like this. Then you fall through. Pretty simple. So I use this a lot, and that is also the reason why Nightmare is so different, because we have all these characters right from the beginning, so we can do all these zips and don't have to do the stage normally. Yes, we are done with food puns. Sorry, Dan. So it's kind of funny. Nightmare is the only mode where you have these characters for the first 3 stages, and they happen to be the stages with the most possible zips, which is kind of nice. This is a weapon point upgrade, which gives me 10 more max weapon points. Very useful. We're never done with puns. Dang it. So I will use the same trick for this boss as for the last boss, so I should maybe explain it as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm freezing those sickles over the boss's hitbox, and for some reason, usually when you freeze something, it starts blinking after a while to show that it's about to unfreeze, and the sickles regain their hitbox every time the sickle blinks. So by putting it over the hitbox of the boss, it deals damage 23 times over 3 seconds. If you put 2 sickles over the boss, that's 46 hits in 3 seconds, which pretty much kills most bosses really quickly. Also, fun fact, 23 hits is 69 damage. Just pointing that out. Okay, once again, a lot of zipping. I swear some later stages don't have that much. I'll play a bit more of the stages. But these single sickle... Ugh, no, I missed it. Zips are the hardest. They are really precise on your positioning, so that you can actually fall through the floor. As you could see, I missed it first time. Happens rarely, but happens. Alright, this boss has a super cool boss design, but hopefully we won't see much of it. There's this quick hill here. There we go. Nice one cycle. Pretty hard timing, honestly. But we made it happen. That's good. Already onto stage 4. It gets a lot harder now though. So we'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, in this stage I also, after the last zip, I landed onto a health upgrade, which pretty much was in the way, so all of my characters now have 2 more health than before, which is not necessary, but pretty useful, especially for a marathon setting. Nice, got it. For some reason, when you slide through a 1-tile gap like that, then you can do another slide at the edge. Otherwise, oops, I would have landed in the pit, which would not be good. This stage also has the first zip that was ever found in this room. And conveniently it leads right to the boss, so we don't play much of this stage either. Yeah, I'm sorry, you miss out on a lot of the fantastic music of this game, because the stages are over so quickly. and it's really a shame. That's the only bad thing about this run. Oh yeah, also I didn't even talk about that. I picked up the axe before the last boss actually. The axe is super broken and deals a ton of damage. So just in comparison, Miriam's normal whip attack deals 4 damage. The axe deals 25 damage, and if you freeze a boss, the next hit on the boss deals double damage. So that's just a simple 50 damage. So bosses once again die really quickly. That's pretty much a theme in this game, that bosses just die so quickly because the sub-weapons are really powerful. If I wouldn't do zips in this category, I would just use ice plus X zips on every boss. But I just need the sickle. Oh my god. I almost died. I just need the sickle for various zips throughout the stages, so I have to set up. What the hell? My button didn't work. I don't know what that was. Might as well restart the stage. Well, yeah. Now I have to get my sub-weapons back. I hope I remember where they are. So let's... Should be fine, I think. I hope this is once again the sickle now. Okay, we are good. I don't know if my sub-weapon count is good though, so I will not fly across here. Doing these dashes, bad dashes, is like half a second faster per dash, but I need to have enough weapon points for another zip. This one is different than the other ones we've seen. So I set up 2 sickles here. And normally, like I said, you just fall through the floor. But when I set it up like this, I land out of bounds on my lower sickle. And now I can just fly to the side out of bounds. So I'm not limited to just going down to the next room, which is really nice. That will be used later in stage 7 again. And that's why I pick up the sickle again. Because these zips just save too much time. And here's another one. This one is a little bit tricky because of the wind physics here. You get pushed back. But yeah, it just leads to the boss immediately once again. Ideal circumstances, Ice Axe is always faster on every boss. Okay, same deal for this guy. It's just a bit more complex of a setup because, as you could see at the beginning, he's moving around quite a bit, so you have to time and position these sickles in a specific way to get him like this. But that was a good kill. He has two different patterns. Either he swoops 2 times and comes down to the right, or 3 times and comes down to the left, so you have to adjust your sickle positioning there. Alright, stage 6. Kinda pretty much one of the hardest, if not the hardest stage. It might not look that bad, but this is a scary stage. This zip just skips one room basically. It's a really small one. Yeah, bad pattern. These X-Knights are, by the way, pretty much the worst enemies because they are very random in what they do and how much access they throw and so on. So adjusting to these is kind of tricky. He gave me a bad pattern there.
Hey, would it be an alright time for me to jump in for a moment here?
Of course, go ahead.
Well, I would like to thank very much to Space Coast Gaming, both for subscribing and for gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you so very much. And then as well, we've got a $20 donation from B.Reality saying, "This donation is for Laxus to do 4 loops of G&G and prove once and for all he's not the filthy casual I think he is. LMAO." Well, I'm not sure if that's legit for happening on the marathon here, but thank you so very much. We do appreciate your donation.
Well, I don't think that is happening. But thank you. I'll think about it. Oh, damn, now the pressure is really on. I hope I can do this. I mean, I can beat 2 loops of G&G, but 4 loops is a bit too hard for me. I only play easy games. Alright, so we're getting to the end of stage 6. The next room is, by the way, pretty much the room before death in CV1, but it is a lot easier when you can just fly. Okay, this boss, Bloodless, is pretty random because her movement is completely fixed at the top, but you have to get up to her, and the umbrellas she spawns are completely random, and these spawns suck. So I'm gonna lose a little bit of time, but it's fine. So yeah, it is kind of tricky to set up these sickles in a way that they kill her. That was not too bad for the pattern I got. You wanna set up one to the left, one to the right. Optimally, she gives me an umbrella at the start in the middle. Then I can just set it up a bit quicker, but it's fine. No, it's not happening, come on. There's no G&G for loop going on. I mean, that would need a lot of donations. Alright, stage 7, last zip. And this is another one of these 2 sickle setups, so I can just go to the right here through this wonderful out-of-bounds area. It's kind of a shame that I do this zip because there was earlier in the route there was another zip in this stage where you would see 30 seconds of rather rapidly moving checkerboard pattern. It was really wonderful. But that one is not in the route anymore. Stage overall is pretty simple. Say that and forget what I want to do in this room, but that's okay. Didn't die, that's all that matters. And I picked up, because I don't do any zips anymore for the rest of the game, I picked up the X again, because like I was saying, if I have the choice, get on the stairs please. the axe is just better for boss fights. Single loop 4 times. That is boring. Only loop 1 is really boring. Stage 1 48 times. Oh my god. Oops. So yeah, for the most part just using the ice axe and a few more hits to kill him. This boss is actually one of the easiest bosses. I'm not sure why he's in stage 7. And he's casually also one of the easiest bosses. Not only in the speedrun. Stage 1 is the most boring stage in GNG. Why would you want to do that 48 times? Okay, final stage. This one is, like I said at the beginning, exclusive to Nightmare Mode. And it consists of 3 trials, 1 for each character. I can't switch characters in this section, so this section is purely for Miriam. She has her axe, so she's fine. I'm going for this D-boost. And I get wrecked because stairs didn't work anymore. Nice. So these stairs here sometimes... I was pressing down and she was just walking to the left. That just sometimes happens, just on this staircase. And it's horrible because it kills runs. But hey, we got past it. Sometimes it just doesn't fix itself and then I actually have to take a death and go through this room again, which is not fun. Alright, best part of the run, because this is Alfred's part, and we all know that Alfred is the best character. Also his part is interesting because I will use ice here to freeze a fireball and skip a cycle of these platforms basically, so I pretty much don't have to wait at all. Unless I jump into the fire, which can also happen. Oh my god. These runs are really something. But the positive part is we get to see the best part, that is Alfred's part, a second time. I mean, isn't that great? That was pretty much what I was going for here. Also, this pattern is now completely off. I'll wait here. And do it again. Maybe this time I make it. Hey, there we go. That's how it should have looked like the first time. And every character has this mini boss, I want to say, at the end. But everything that is not a boss just dies immediately when it's frozen. So, yeah. It was not really hard. G-Bel's part is the most boring part because you just fly over everything. I don't know. And then you have this weird demon thing. And we get to the final boss. First we get to walk down the reverse Dracula stairs or something. And then we face Dark Zangetsu. That's why he isn't in our party, because he's the final boss. He's pretty random and kills all my good places. Because he has... Oh my god. I forgot to pick up the axe, because I died. This is bad. So you fight this boss with Miriam alone. And he has 3 different patterns that he can give you, and I can only one-cycle him on one. I can't one-cycle him anymore, because let's throw knives at him. Because I forgot to pick up the axe. That is the worst fight you will ever see. So this will take a while. Just I honestly have no clue how many whips I would need for this. The knife unfortunately is super useless, it does basically no damage. So hey, at least you see what this boss actually does. He is really cool. I mean, I really like his design, so I also get the worst patterns. This Alfred pattern is definitely the worst. Hey, we did it. We only have to defend Alfred here. If one of these flames hits Alfred, then I'm dead. It's a really cool animation, but we don't want to show it right now. And that was a run, I guess. That was something, especially for getting the axe at the end. But hey, I got through it. That's why I put my estimate so high. So yeah, that was Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, Nightmare Mode. I mean, I love this game. It's an amazing classic Castlevania style game. If anyone still hasn't played it, can only recommend it. The second one is not quite as good, but it's also okay. And I guess I am done. I don't think you donated enough to make me play for loop GNG. Sorry. So yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks everyone. Keep up the donations. It's for a good cause, and have fun.
Go.